Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, and our final segment here today, talking some NFL football. Patriots specifically, a lot of teams starting, the voluntary OTAs, and then next week we'll have some mini camps starting. How do you look at this type of thing? Is this, a good base? A lot of people talk about it. It's a good base for the rookies and the young guys. But then you see teams like an Odell Beckham Jr. not going to his voluntary minicamp. Do you think it's important, or do you think it's kind of one of those things, if the team wants it, great, but you're not going to look down on a guy who doesn't show up?
I mean, if the team values it, I definitely think everybody should show up. I mean, if you're a veteran player and you want, to me, if you want to win and you think building a team relationship is important, then you definitely should show up. I mean, I don't think these practices are, extremely, hard.
Right, yeah, they're not too strenuous. It looks like most of the guys, I don't think you can't even wear pads.
Right. Exactly.
They're taking it seriously, but you're right.
You can, it's right. You can wear like a helmet and then maybe one other kind of pad, but there's no contact. There's no, it's just kind of getting your feet wet, kind of getting familiar with everything again. I mean, with certain veterans, I don't know if you need to show up, but I think it would definitely make you look good and make your team look good. So why not?
Right. And one guy who showed up, who makes him look good, is Malcolm Butler for the Patriots. Yep. And after he went through an offseason, which was a little tumultuous at times, I don't think it was negative, like he didn't act irresponsible or immature, but he wanted to get paid and he wanted to, hold out to sign as long as he could, but he signed. Patriots didn't trade him. I know they gave Stephon Gilmore the big contract, and Butler knows this, but you got to be, happy with the fact that he's not letting it affect him. He said the team's important, this season's important. Reporters were asking him, what about next year? What about his contract? And he said, I'm all in this season. My teammates are here for me. Got to be happy with how you're such a young guy, good attitude.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, that's definitely what you have to do for him. I mean, having that good attitude, I think, just means a lot in the league. Just kind of understand. I mean, he was a restricted free agent, so there wasn't a ton he could do.
Right.
So for him to, what is he making, $3.9 million?
He's not making much.
Yeah. And compared to Gilmore, it's kind of I could see why he would be bothered by that. But he's about to be a free agent after this season. So for him to just act mature and just kind of know his role and to just embrace it and show up for OTAs, that's only going to help him. I mean, that's going to help him get a bigger contract, going to look more attractive to teams, and it looks good for the Patriots. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Right. Not only does it help him on the field, but it helps his persona, like you said, and the teams around the league say, "Wow, this guy cares." And that somebody asked him that. One of the reporters asked him that. Well, why are you here and this and that? And he said, "Well, it's going to help me get better."
Right.
So if anything, it's going to help him get better and get a better contract. So it is kind of self-serving, but not in a bad way.
Yeah, not in a bad way at all. I mean, it's really just showing that he is mature and he's maturing. And I think his agent, Malcolm is the first athlete he's ever represented.
Okay, right.
So there was some kind of talk that why is the agent, when he's a restricted free agent, why is he trying to get so much more money?
Right.
And there was nothing he could do. I mean, they tried, but there was nothing. But, I mean, like you said, he's going to get better on the field with these OTAs, just all around mature guy. Yeah. That's great for the team, great for him.
Yeah, and this team looks like, we've talked about it, this team looks like a powerhouse. They are stacked. They might not have an impact player, like a Randy Moss, and Brady's not in his prime, but the depth that they have running backs, they have multiple wide receivers.
Right.
And depth on paper doesn't guarantee success, but pretty heavy favorites for the AFC in general.
I mean, like you said, the depth. They have the guys who can make the Randy Moss plays. You're not going to have that one person who has the kind of stats that Randy Moss has, but guys like Chris Hogan who can catch deep passes,
deep ball,
Brandon Cooks. I mean, Gronk, Edelman. All these players.
You just keep going.
Right. All these players are very good. They might. Gronk to me is probably the best tight end ever, but. You have all these players, they're all good. They all could be on the All-Pro team.
Right, yeah.
But maybe not that one sort of Hall of Fame guy, but like you said, the depth. Is
right, yeah. There's still 3 months of the season. A lot can happen, but we'll be talking about it all summer, and this team looks like a big favorite this year.
YCN Sports Talk Picks of the Week are brought to you by Salt Hill Pub, with locations in Lebanon, Hanover, Newport, and Newberry. Whether you're in the mood for a quick lunch, a great steak, their signature fish and chips, a fresh salad, or the best burger in town, Salt Hill Pub has you covered. And yes, everything on their lunch and dinner menu is available for takeout.
All right, here we are with our picks, Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week, as we do every week. Once again, we're only down to one game. Last week it was the Eastern Conference Final, Cavs-Celtics. Now it's going to be the finals for the next couple of weeks. Cavs-Warriors, game 1 in Golden State on Thursday night. Warriors about 7-point favorites right now.
Okay.
Who you got?
Yeah, so I think mainly because home court,
Right.
Going with the Warriors. I mean, I think the Cavs are going to have a tough time beating them on their home court.
Right.
I think it's going to be a very evenly matched series. I could see the Cavs winning game 2, but I think game 1, the Warriors are going to come out hot and get the W, definitely.
And I agree with you there. I'm going to take the Warriors as well, but I think it is going to be a close series.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, I don't think it's going to be all Warriors sweeping or 4-1. Yep. This isn't Cavs-Celtics where the Cavs were that much better.
Right.
This is Cavs-Warriors. Warriors are a great team. Cavs, hey, they beat them last year. It's not like this can't be done. I don't know why. I know they didn't have Kevin Durant, and we can debate that all day.
Yeah.
But so that's going to be it for today's show. Don't forget YCN Sports Talk premieres every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching.